I knew then by the power of the Holy Ghost that Joseph Smith was indeed a prophet of God. Many years ago, when at the age of 12 I was ordained a deacon, my father, who was president of our stake, took me to my first stake priesthood meeting. In those days, these meetings were held on a weeknight. I recall we went to the 10th Ward building in Salt Lake City. He walked up to the stand, and I sat on the back row, feeling a little alone and uncomfortable in that hall filled with strong men who had been ordained to the priesthood of God. The meeting was called to order, the opening song was announced, and as was then the custom, we all stood to sing. There were perhaps as many as 400 there, for it was a very large stake. Together these men lifted their strong voices, some with the accents of the European lands from which they had come as converts, all singing with a great spirit of conviction and testimony, praise to the man who communed with Jehovah. Jesus anointed that prophet and seer. Blessed to open the last dispensation, kings shall extol him, and nations revere. They were singing of the prophet Joseph Smith, and as they did so, there came into my young heart a great surge of love for and belief in the mighty prophet of this dispensation. In my childhood, I had been taught much of him in meetings and classes in our ward, as well as in our home. But my experience in that stake priesthood meeting was different. I knew then by the power of the Holy Ghost that Joseph Smith was indeed a prophet of God.